ET English, the unique English language learning feature of the Education Times. This recording is brought to you by Achini Abegunwadana and her team at London Academy of Speech. The Education Times comes to you every week with the Sunday Times, a leading publication of Vijay Newspapers Limited. ET English introduces a unique way of learning English through stories. It has a short prose passage taken from a novel, a picture story, both of which are being published in episodes every week. All the lessons and activities that are given in the feature are from these two stories. Many English scholars accept that when you learn a language through stories, you remember them better. Further, the picture story will complement this by adding the visual component as well, where it will help the readers create vivid images in their minds, helping them to remember those dialogues and words through those incidents. The first episode of ET English appeared in the Education Times section on the 13th of September 2015. Now, we are going to bring the audio version of this feature where you can listen to the stories and lessons. First, the picture story, secondly, the novel, and finally, the lessons. To get the best out of this feature, we suggest that you get a copy of the Education Times and also a dictionary. It will also help if you have read the feature once or twice on your own. At the same time, try to get the correct pronunciation by listening to the audio attentively and repeatedly and trying to read it after every dialogue, emulating the voices that you hear. You will now listen to the ET English lesson number 56 that appeared in the Education Times section of the Sunday Times on the 9th of October 2016. This page will be uploaded to the ET English website on the 17th of October 2016. Igenas, written by Ranjit Gunaratna and illustrated by Anton B. Pereira. Episode 46.
You can make her belief come true.
What do you mean?
Make Nimali your girlfriend. I know she likes you.
Are you crazy, man? Don't talk nonsense.
Face the truth, my friend. You like her too, don't you?
She's a very good girl, I'll admit, but...
Don't say anything more. Let's wait and see.
Yes, please, let's do that. But don't do anything hasty and stupid in the meantime.
Only 2 more days. You all are coming, aren't you?
Definitely we are coming with our families.
Is that true, Sahas? Your family is coming too?
Yes, Devaki. My father has an appointment with his doctor in the morning, so they can come for the evening show.
Wow, that's really good. I can thank your sister for her gift.
Well, do you know why Nuaniaki gave you that violin?
Is there any special reason other than her not using it anymore?
Yes, there is.
Hans!
Let's now listen to The Scarecrow, based on a story by Asghar Hussain, Episode 6. In this way, the Scarecrow learnt more and more about the life around him. He was quite happy. The paddy field was a charming place to be in. A gentle breeze often flew across, giving him a pleasant feeling. In the distance, he could see yellow butterflies flitting from flower to flower. The birds saw him as a good friend. The sparrows chirped and cheeped on his arms. The Shama sat on his hat and sang. The babblers, orioles, and parakeets flew around him joyfully. The crow and emerald dove came to him for a chat. His life seemed to be meaningful. But as the days passed, the Scarecrow began to feel miserable again. "How fortunate these birds are," he told himself as he watched them play in the air. They had such freedom while he was stuck to the field. How he wished his arms would turn into wings. How he wished he could fly high in the blue skies. Lessons for this week. Activity 1. Read the text and underline the appropriate answer. 1. The Scarecrow learnt more and more about 1. The birds, 2. The butterflies, 3. The life around him. Number 2. The paddy field was a 1. Beautiful, 2. Fascinating, 3. Charming place. Number 3. Number 1. Babblers, orioles and butterflies. 2. Babblers, orioles and parakeets. Number 3. Orioles, parakeets and sparrows flew around him joyfully. Number 4. The crow and the emerald dove came to him, 1. For a dance, 2. For a while, 3. For a chat. Number 5. His life seemed to be 1. Meaningless, 2. Happy, 3. Meaningful.
Activity 2. Read the text and answer the questions. Number 1. What did the gentle breeze give the Scarecrow? Number 2. What were the yellow butterflies doing? Number 3. Where did the sparrows chirp and cheep? Number 4. How did the babblers, orioles, and parakeets fly around the Scarecrow? Number 5. What did the Scarecrow tell himself as he watched the birds play in the air? Activity 3. Read the text and write 4 adjectives that describe the nouns directly. Give the nouns also.
Activity 4. Column A. Language functions. 1. Giving assurance. 2. Confirming attendance. 3. Expressing one's opinion. 4. Asking for clarification. 5. Asking for confirmation. Column B. Examples. A. You like her, don't you? B. What do you mean? C. Definitely, we are coming with our families. D. So they can come for the evening show. E. She's a very good girl, I'll admit, but... The word bank for this week. Most of the meanings given are relevant to the context of the stories. 1. Belief. Strong feeling that somebody or something exists or is true. Confidence that something or somebody is good or right. 2. Nonsense. Ideas, statements or beliefs that you think are ridiculous or not true. 3. Admit. To agree, often unwillingly, that something is true. 4. Hasty. Said, made or done very quickly, especially when it has bad results. 5. Meantime. In the period of between 2 times or 2 events. 6. Gentle. Calm and kind, doing things in a quiet and careful way. 7. Breeze, a light wind. 8. Flitting, move lightly and quickly from one place or thing to another. 9. Chirp and cheep, short high sound made by birds. 10. Babblers, a thrush-like songbird with a long tail, short rounded wings and a loud discordant or musical voice. In Sinhala, Demalicha. 11. Orioles, a tree-dwelling bird of which the male typically has bright yellow and black plumage. 12. Parakeets, a small parrot with predominantly green plumage and a long tail. 13. Miserable, very unhappy or uncomfortable. 14. Fortunate, lucky. 15. Freedom, the right to do or say what you want without anyone stopping you. 16. Stuck, unable to move. The answers for last week's lessons. Activity 1. Number 1, 3. Number 2, 2. Number 3, 2. Number 4, 2. Number 5, 1. Activity 2. 1. The birds who flew around. Number 2. It perched on the branch of a tree near the field. Number 3, the owl. Number 4, because it sleeps in some secret place and hunts in the dark. Number 5, at night. Activity 3. 1. The scarecrow learns a lot about the birds. 2. He watches them carefully. 3. It flies silently and perches on the branch of a tree near the field. Number 4. It has enormous eyes and a stout body. 5. It looks so different from the other birds. Activity 4. 1. D. 2. E. 3. A. 4. B. 5. C. Dear listeners, thank you very much for taking the time to listen to our recording brought to you by the London Academy of Speech. You are welcome to give us your feedback and suggestions on the telephone numbers and the email address given in the ET English feature in the Education Times section. This recording has been voiced by Achini together with Channa and Naushika. We shall meet you again with ET English Lesson 57. Until then, goodbye and happy learning.